Rock and roll, live the dream. Super excited. The only thing I can say once again, God's food, God's body, God's law, God's garden. Right now I got my fig trees growing. I got lemon trees. Essentially got about 9 trees in my bedroom. I'm going to extend to 13. Keep in mind, I still don't know what I'm doing. But let's talk about it. There's a lot of talk. I mean, a lot of fear out there, a lot of anxiety. A lot of people don't know what's going on. And I got my idea. Whether it's true or not, I have no idea. Talk about martial law, talk about Trump winning, talk about Biden winning. It doesn't matter. What is important? What is important to me, that in 3 months, 4 months, I'll be 74. I said to myself, no way, I'm going to be 47. That to me is the key. A 74-year-old man will be 47. That's lost 27 years. The question is why? It means I have no fear of getting sick, ever getting sick. You know what it means? No fear of ever getting sick. You know what that means? No fear of ever getting sick. That means cancer, that means diabetes, that means corona, that means lupus, that means aches or pains, that means arthritis, acid reflux. 0. Why? That's really the hard part. And I deal with diseases all day long. People come to me and say, oh, well, I'm just a dishwasher. And I just push fruits and vegetables. That's all I push. Fruits and vegetables as my medicine, as my vaccine, as my test. Boom, 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 boom. That simple. What does that mean? It means the body, the God-given body, never, ever makes a mistake. Ever. You know what it means? Ever. You know what it means? Never, ever makes a mistake. And that's really the hard part to understand, because the science doesn't think in those terms. They think of a medication, they think of a test, they think of more medication, they think of more test. And I think of bananas, apples, pears, smoothie, watermelon. Their way costs thousands of dollars. Mine costs maybe $3 to $10 a day. Who do you believe? Who do you believe? I say believe no one. Believe yourself. Let's take a look at a daily regime and why. And why it's almost impossible for me to get sick. Why? Not saying I will, not saying I won't, but almost impossible, knowing what I know. In the morning, from 4 a.m. to 12 o'clock, the body has a cleansing period. Some call it a circadian rhythm. From 4 a.m. to 12 o'clock. It means every mistake you made the previous day, the body corrects itself. Now, in order for the body to correct itself, it needs time. It has 75 trillion cells, 24,000 life units, 380 trillion viruses, of which corona is one, which means, in my opinion, the viruses are the best thing for our body. They are designed to break up the excess fat, excess waste in our system, and 60 billion bacteria. I mean, keep in mind, I'm just a dishwasher. This is my opinion from my experience. So, fruit in the morning. It means all the mistakes you made the previous day, the body was to correct it. Why fruit? Why not eggs and bacon? Why not hamburgers? Why not donuts? Why not coffee? Why not all these things? 6 reasons. Remember, say God's food, God's body. 6 factors. In order for the body to recognize any food in our system, it has to meet 6 requirements. If it doesn't have these 6 requirements, then it's considered acid waste. Watermelon. All fruit have these 6 requirements. Glucose, protein, vitamins, minerals, fatty acids, and water. Guess what happens if you cook it? Acid waste. You know, my friends, think about it. If you have acid waste in your system, what do you want to do? what we tell your body to do. Keep in mind, if you're eating food that the body does not want, does not have these 6 requirements, then it's considered as a waste. It's called species-specific diet. 6 factors. You're eating something the body does not want, like bread. Bread. Bread is found in everything. Crackers, everything. Donuts, everything. Oatmeal, everything. And your breakfast, you eat some cereal, you have some milk, you have some crackers. You say, man, I'm eating a really good breakfast, and you give your little kid, all these little things. There's no 6 requirements. So little Johnny's body says, man, oh man, oh man, I feel good. I need all this food. And every 3 months he has a cold. He has sneezing, he has fever. And little Johnny's mother says, well, my little son, I have to take care of him. I have to take him to the doctor to treat his sickness. But little Johnny's brain says, listen, all the cells will get together to get rid of the waste every 3 months. In order for this to happen, we have to push it out. So he sneezes. He has a cough. He has a cold. Everybody says, man, oh man, oh man, we can't get it all out. Johnny's brain says, then we'll burn it out. That's called a fever. So then the Johnny's mother says, oh my gosh, he has a fever. He has a cold, he has a cough, which is exactly what the body should be doing. Unless it's 105, 106. Then you have to lower it. But Johnny's mother decides, of course she's not trained and most women are, most men are, most doctors aren't. They're not trained to teach a mother to give a kid fruit. They're trained to teach a mother, go to a doctor to get a pill. He knows the final decision. He knows what to do. Your body doesn't know what it's doing. It has no idea. Only a doctor knows, because he goes 8 years of school, and the body with the 75 trillion cells, the 24,000 life forces, the 380 trillion viruses, and the 16 billion bacteria have no idea what they're doing. Zero. Who do you believe, man? So the body has a fever and burn it out. Of course, we're designed not to get sick. But if you go to doctors, doctor gives a pill. I have no idea where it goes, but somehow the pill stops the healing process of the body. Of course, the pill will do more damage. The body has to stop its healing to focus on the destructions of the pill. That's a cold. You get the fever. And adults, you know what they call it today? Guess what they call it? A cold, a fever, fatigue. Because, take a look around. Take a look at people out there. They're like, I'm 135 pounds, 5'7". The average man is probably about, 175, 34-inch waist. He's obese, maybe 200, 215 pounds. 10 o'clock at night, he's tired after coming home. Not exercising at 10:30 at night. The average man, goes to Wawa, goes to all these fast food places, get a sandwich, microwave his food. All the nutrients are cooked out. And the body says, man, and call this guy called Matt's brain says, listen, Matt's brain. Matt is doing me harm. Matt doesn't mind going to restaurants and eating his steak and hamburgers. He doesn't mind going to donut shops, eating his donuts, coffee, and whatever. He doesn't mind, but the body minds. And even though Matt's 175 pounds, and even though he's maybe 30, 40 pounds overweight, he still has 75 trillion cells who need to perform adequately. That's their job. They have to see, they have to talk, they have to walk. We're designed not to get sick. So the body does is pushes it out. Cold, cough. Body says, listen, Matt has become tired, so we can do his job. Adrenal fatigue. Food takes 30 minutes to process. 30 minutes to process. The average hamburger, 100 hours. You take a bread and hamburger, you're talking hundreds of hours. You're talking eggs, bacon in the morning, hundreds of hours. Stop the cleansing process. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I'm just a dishwasher, man. I'm a dishwasher who just eats bananas, man. I'm just a dishwasher. At 10:30 night, still has plenty of energy. What do you want? What do you want? I know maybe I get like 20 views, maybe 30 views, I don't know. But I do this every day because I see what's going on in the world. Until we address our dietary choices, nothing matters. I'll tell you straight up. Until we start getting back to the roots, which means people start become self-reliant in their food, which means they grow their own food, they have their own garden, they work on farms, they don't depend on packages, nothing matters. Until they take self-responsibility for their health rather than relying on a vaccine. A vaccine for themselves, a vaccine for their children. Because the way society is geared up right now, where they're going to give us vaccines, adults, one every year, as they do children. By the time a kid's age 5 years old, he has anywhere from 30 to 60 vaccines. What does that mean to the kid? Autism. #1 factor in this country. It used to be 1 in 10,000. Now it's 1 in 50. But the year 2032, it'll be 1 in 1. Tell you straight up, in 11 years, if we don't fix our dietary choices, autism will overrun this country, and the country's worthless. There's not enough money in the world to take care of all the kids with autism. There isn't. It just isn't, because he can't function. Somebody highly functional, but in order to rid the body of autism, that's in my opinion, and I think there's a strong chance, just change his dietary habits. It's that simple. The thing is, I'm just a dishwasher, and this is just my opinion. This is just a wild guy at 10:30 night, has so much freaking energy from eating bananas all day long that at age almost 74, he decides to be 47. That's it, folks. I'm working out till 11. Another 20 minutes. Bye.